There goes my ride. My neighbor friend said that I could go up on his property. He's got about 9 acres. Go do some exploring and do some camping. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight, guys. I'm trying out this new pack that I got again. It's got this bigger pouch and 2 smaller pouches on the outside. That's great to organize your gear in. I took my closed cell foam mattress and I got a couple bungee straps that I just put around there to hold it into place. Since there's no frame to this bag, that kind of worked out pretty nice to kind of give it a little bit of structure. Those bungee cords also help to kind of pull the load in a little bit tighter. So I'm still trying to figure out if I like this bag or not. Maybe if I got some kind of extra frame to put in, that might work out pretty good. Let's go ahead and pull our tarp out and get ourselves set up. We're going to do the Arrowhead Wedge tonight. We're going to set up right in front of this fireplace so that we got a nice picture window, build a fire in there. We'll be able to kick back in the shelter, hang out next to the fireplace, and do a little bit of cooking and everything as well. So let's get this pulled out and get going. So I think we should be able to set right up here in front. There's a decent flat spot that we can get our shelter set up. Wind comes from the west. We'll have the setting sun coming here very soon. I do want a little chill spot in place I can put my chair out here in front, so we'll just get this little triangle area all set up. Pinned down my back corner and then lined my front corner about dead center of the fireplace. I'm going to come to one of my side corners then and pull that tight and stake it down. Round 2, we'll see if another gust of wind comes and takes it back down. All right, so I got my 2-person footprint. It's made by Lost Nature. Let's get that stretched out. All right, so I have my bivy bag. I have that North Face 20 degree, -7 Celsius sleeping bag. And then I have the closed cell foam and the Travel Bird air mattress all together. And I took my pillow then with the little strap around it, and I have that holding everything into place. One thing I found out while putting the closed cell foam and the air mattress in here, it's nice that I got plenty of room, but it also holds everything together really nice, so it's much easier to slide into the sleeping bag and get everything zipped up. We'll see how these two work together, see if it keeps me warm. I need to set up my chair and maybe think about having a beer. What do y'all think? Cheers, y'all. Camp is set up, bed's made, got my kitchen set up and ready that all I need to do is build a fire. Be able to just sit back and relax for a second. Have ourselves a brewski. Kick back in the shelter and be able to see a fire in the fireplace is going to be cool. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm kind of excited about that. I think we could probably hike up on top of that ridge real quick and go see what's up there. Might find some pretty cool stuff. Landowner, he did ask me while I was up here to scout around to see if I could find any freshwater springs. That would be great to find, because if I'm coming up and camping up in this area again in the future, at least I can find some water. Since there is an old home site here, it would make sense that there's got to be water somewhere close by. Let's hike up there real quick. There's a cool rock cropping over at the edge of the cliff. Yeah, it's pretty cool up here with all these rocks. Kind of see it just goes right up on the top of the ridge, almost like a backbone. That's pretty cool. Kind of on a hillside. It almost looks like there could be a potential spot. We'll have to do some more exploring up here. So far, top of this mountain looks pretty cool. Several acres to explore. I think we'll be able to find a few campsites up here. I think in the morning we'll do a search and see if we can find any springs around. We need to go back down that way, get back to our campsite. Looks like there's actually a deer trail going straight down to the campsite. Can feel that air temperature dropping as the sun's going down. I'll go ahead and get my hoodie and my vest on. Even though those temperatures didn't drop too much, I'm already thanking myself for putting on that extra layer. Getting some dinner started. I'm going to start by slicing myself some peppers. Steak fajitas. I'm going to just do this prep here a little bit before I get the fire started. That way, once I get coals going, I'm just ready to rock and roll. Love me those onions. Good for you. Good flavor. Especially cooked down in some butter. A little bit of steak. Slice that up. This has been pre-cooked a little bit, so it's like right out of medium rare. We'll just chunk this stuff up. I got my poplar bark bird's nest, my fire starter. Let's see if we can do this in one spark. Nope. Nope. There we go. How cool is this? Yeah? Woo! This is fun. We got a fireplace in our living room tonight, y'all. Have some tortillas all wrapped up in some foil. I'm just gonna lay that up next to the fire. Let those heat up a little bit. How fun is it to cook in the fireplace while we're camping? Don't get to do that every day. Little sour cream on all of them. And cheddar cheese. Cilantro. Gotta have a little fresh green in here. Now for the main course. One fajita. Two fajita. Three. A little crispy. So laying here for a few moments, I can definitely feel the heat coming up through that reflective layer, up through the air mattress, and I am feeling pretty dang warm underneath. It's a great sign because I don't need the ground sucking all my heat out. So I think I'm going to turn in and get myself all zipped up, get myself cozy till the morning. Night, y'all. All right, it's after 6:30. Get up and at 'em. I slept good. It's always nice when you don't have to wake up and get up and get out of your bed in the middle of the night. There we go. Get my shoes on. Going to sit inside the shelter to make my coffee because it feels a little bit warmer sitting on the mat. It feels a little bit warmer sitting in here. Little block of wood's coming in handy. Made a perfect little footstool to kick back in my chair last night while I was sitting next to the fire. And it's going to make it a perfect little stand for me to make my coffee this morning. Couple turkey right up there. Maybe they'll come straight down to our camp. That would be cool. Definitely a pretty active game trail. Can hear a deer out there blowing. Couple of turkeys. Huge flock of turkeys that they obviously camped out with me last night. But they were camping up in the trees. Hearing them out there chirping and everything, went to go take a look, didn't see them. They were up above me. It's not the first time that that's happened. Looking and looking for turkey, I can't see them, and don't forget to look up, y'all. You hear that deer blowing? Definitely think kind of freaked him out a little bit. Who knows when the last time somebody's actually been hanging out up here. Morning. Got a little frosty last night. We were this close to getting to freezing. That's why I felt the chill just a little bit more early morning. There's some cool boulders around. Yeah, we'll have to do a lot more exploring, y'all. But I think it's about time to make my way back down to camp and get all my gear packed up. Think about getting myself back home. One of my goals was to hopefully find a water source, and that hasn't happened yet, but we'll be up here again and we'll continue to look around and see what we can find. Thank you all for joining me on this adventure today. Stay tuned. Laters, y'all.